Hello, I'm David Chaston with 90 at 9, brought to you by interest.co.nz. This week, get everything you need to know in 90 seconds at 9 o'clock, with news of even more trouble for HNA Group. But first, this morning's dairy auction has brought another 3.4% fall in prices, with the whole milk powder price down 2.7%. There's been some large falls for other products, however. Butter is down 5.9%, cheese down 4.2%, and skim milk powder down 6.5%. In New Zealand dollars, the overall price is off 2.5%. Prices are now back to where we saw them in March this year. We have now had 4 consecutive falls since September and is beginning to add up. That is a 10% drop over that period. Farmgate returns are under pressure, and on the trade front, a trade war is about to break out between the US and China. The Americans are readying tough punitive measures against China, and New Zealand is sure to be caught up in them, and they may have to navigate very carefully. Multilateral trade deals will be more difficult and more important all at the same time. Some tough choices await. And in the US, existing home sales rose in October. That comes after a sharp jump in new home sales. The median existing home price for all housing types for October was $247,000, up 5.5% in the year. That is the 68th straight month of year-on-year housing price gains. Total housing inventory for sale at the end of October slipped 3.2%, is now 10% lower than a year ago. Unsold inventory is at 3.9 months, and that's at the current sales pace, which is down from 4.4 months a year ago. And in Hong Kong, HNA Group is reported to have requested an extension of time to pay back $650 million in a loan to 3 local banks. But Beijing has indicated it wants banks to be generally tougher on runaway debt by companies like HNA, so the chances are not good. HNA's request comes ahead of a slew of repayment obligations and concerns about rising finance costs to the indebted airline-to-property conglomerate. And girls are much better than boys at working together to solve problems, according to a new OECD survey. Some 125,000 15-year-olds in 52 countries and economies took part in the test, which analyses for the first time how well students work together as a group, their attitudes towards collaboration, and influences of factors such as gender, after-school activities, and social background. Singapore and Japan topped the list, but New Zealand students, at number 6 overall, scored higher than you would think compared to their science and math scores. In New York, the US Treasury 10-year yield is at 2.36%. The price of crude oil is marginally high today, now just above $56.50 a barrel, while the Brent benchmark is $62.50 a barrel. The price of gold is a little lower at $1,282 an ounce. However, the Kiwi dollar will start today a little higher. We are now at 68.3 US cents. On the cross rates, we're at 90.1 Aussie cents, and against the euro, 58.2 euro cents. That puts the TWI at 71.4. I'm David Chaston. That was 90 at 9, brought to you by interest.co.nz.